esteemed Director and Chairperson Senate, Chairperson Board of Governors, members of the Board of Governors, respected faculty members, distinguished guests, proud parents, family members, and most importantly, the graduating scholars. It's indeed an honor to stand before you today at this prestigious institution, IIT Bombay, a beacon of excellence in science and technology, and now many more disciplines, as Director Sir was mentioning. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to all the PhD scholars and the students who are receiving their degrees today. This milestone represents not only your hard work and perseverance, but also the collective effort of your mentors, families, and institutions that have nurtured your intellectual curiosity and research endeavors. As an alumnus of IIT Kanpur, as Director Sir and Chairman Board of Governors mentioned, I feel a deep sense of pride in addressing this esteemed gathering. Over the years, my own journey from academia to public service has reinforced my belief in the power of technology and research to shape national progress. Today, I wish to speak about India's research ecosystem and how we can collectively contribute to positioning India as a global leader in the deep tech revolution. When I reflect our journey in the last 33 years, since I graduated in 1992, we have come quite far. The options then were very limited. One could either go to the US for master's higher education, or take a job in the emerging IT sector, or do an MBA and become an investment banker, or write UPSC exams to join civil services. People like me who chose that path because we are not destined to be engineers. There were very few opportunities to undertake research within India. We had only 5 IITs, and each IIT had only a few departments. Today, there has not only been an increase and expansion in the number of IITs, triple ITs, ICERs, but each institution has become multidisciplinary, and the opportunities of undertaking research have also grown. Professor Kedar mentioned about the new departments which have been introduced, the new courses which have been introduced. I just met about people who are doing research in Indian knowledge systems. The opportunities have really grown. And with initiatives like the National Knowledge Network, the institution across have become better connected, and they are also enabling collaborative research. We heard about how IIT Bombay is partnering with international institutions globally, and how joint degrees are being awarded with the multiple universities across the world. So the opportunities today are immense. India today stands at a historic inflection point. The 21st century is being shaped by artificial intelligence, quantum computing, biotechnology, and advanced manufacturing, fields where research is the lifeblood of progress. Yet our research ecosystem is a paradox. On one hand, we produce some of the world's brightest minds, evidenced by the talent in this hall. On the other hand, our R&D spending remains below 1% of GDP, far less than the global leaders like the US or China. We face challenges, limited funding, fragmented industry academia collaboration, and infrastructure gaps. But within these challenges lie extraordinary opportunities. Historically, we have witnessed the transformative power of research-led innovation that we have seen over the years. To appreciate where we are headed, let's look back at 2 pioneers who laid the groundwork for India's technological ascent, Homi Bhabha and Vikram Sarabhai. Their stories are not just history, they are blueprints for what one can achieve. Homi Bhabha, the father of India's nuclear program, was a man of audacious vision. In the 1940s, as India neared independence, he foresaw that energy self-reliance was non-negotiable. He famously said, to quote him, "No power is as expensive as no power," a statement that captured his belief that technological sovereignty was worth any cost. With limited resources, he established the Bhabha Atomic Research Center here in Bombay, turning a fledgling nation into a nuclear power. There is a lesser-known anecdote from his time. When skeptics questioned how a poor country like India could afford nuclear research, Bhabha reportedly replied, "We can't afford not to." That conviction still echoes in our nuclear capabilities today, capabilities that underpin energy security and global stature. Then there is Vikram Sarabhai. The quiet genius behind ISRO. In 1969, when India was still grappling with poverty, he founded an organization that dared to reach for the stars. I love the story. Many of you would be familiar with it. India's first satellite, Aryabhatta, was assembled in a shed with tin roofs, not a high-tech lab, because that was available then. Sarabhai didn't see the constraints, he saw the possibilities. He once said, to quote him, "There are some who question the relevance of space activities in a developing nation. To us, there is no ambiguity of purpose. We do not have the fantasy of competing with economically advanced nations in the exploration of the moon or the planets or manned space flight. But we are convinced that if we are to play a meaningful role nationally and in the community of nations, we must be second to none in the application of advanced technologies to the real problems of man and society." That vision gave us Chandrayaan, Mangalyaan, and a missile program that commands global respect. Homi Bhabha's visionary leadership laid the foundation for our India's nuclear program, making us self-reliant in nuclear technology. Vikram Sarabhai, with his relentless pursuit of space research, established ISRO, which has propelled India into the elite club of space-faring nations. Their pioneering work underscores the impact of research investments made decades ago, investments that have today positioned India as a leader in space exploration, missile technology, and nuclear energy. These visionaries understood that scientific progress is not a luxury, but a necessity for nation building. We have been guided by this philosophy on investing in science, technology, and research. Our network of academic institutions has ensured that we retain an edge when it comes to providing technological manpower and personnel to the world. In fact, in the tech sector, if you look at, almost all global big tech companies have a large number of Indian engineers, Indian scientists working for them. Some of them are even leading them as CEOs. In alignment with the visionary insights of Homi Bhabha and Vikram Sarabhai, the Indian government has committed substantial investments to fortify the nation's research and innovation landscape. The Ansandhan National Research Foundation, with its rupees 50,000 crores commitment over the last 5 years, is a bold step in this direction. It aims to boost funding, foster collaborations, and prioritize high-impact research. Imagine a future where your thesis is, we were told that 219 PhD scholars. Imagine your thesis, the projects that you have worked on, the research you have done, do not just earn you degrees, but power startups, shape policies, and solve societal challenges. That's the ecosystem we are building, one where curiosity meets application and innovation drives prosperity. Similarly, the India AI mission, which we are implementing, and the government is making investments in artificial intelligence, same objective as what we did years back in the field of nuclear research and space research. So India AI mission has been sanctioned with a budget of more than 10,000 crores, which aims to position India as a global hub for artificial intelligence research and applications. Consider this. On 30th January this year, we launched the call for proposals for building an Indian foundation model. And by the due date of 15th February, just 2 weeks, we have received as many as 69 proposals, which shows the talent and enterprise we have for the cutting-edge research. Similarly, when we launched the Yuva AI program, which was an initiative for training school students from class 9 to 12th in artificial intelligence, we had so many hundreds of thousands of young students who were thinking of building prototypes, building AI models and applications. I remember a girl, Nandini Kushwaha, a class 9th student from a government school in Lalitpur, Uttar Pradesh, who built a smart data-based AI tool that identifies the most suitable crop for the soil by analyzing the soil health data and matching with the crop history of the region and weather data. Talent in India runs deep. From aspirational school students to research scholars, we just need the right motivation and support to tap the same. Initiatives like the National Mission for Cyber Physical Systems, one of the projects here which is being implemented, building the BharatGen GPT model, and the National Quantum Mission are poised to accelerate cutting-edge research in emerging domains. These strategic investments underscore a national commitment to advancing scientific research and technological innovation, reflecting the foundational principles laid by our pioneering scientists. Our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has repeatedly emphasized the role of research and innovation in India's growth story. In fact, in this very institution, at the 56th Convocation in 2018, Honorable Prime Minister had said, to quote him, Innovation is a buzzword of the 21st century. Any society that does not innovate will stagnate. This underlines the need for a dynamic and well-integrated research ecosystem that can drive innovation. This brings me to a point where, this brings me to a strength that India has honed over decades, frugal innovation. We don't just innovate, we innovate efficiently, delivering world-class outcomes at a fraction of global costs. Take, for example, Chandrayaan-3, which made India the first nation to land near the lunar South Pole in 2023. Its budget? Just 74 million US dollars. Less than what many Hollywood space epics cost. NASA's equivalent missions cost billions. Yet we achieved the same feat with ingenuity and optimization. This isn't about just cutting corners. It's about redefining what is possible. Frugal innovation is not just about cost saving. It's about democratizing access to technology, whether it's affordable healthcare innovations, renewable energy solutions, or digital governance platforms. India has demonstrated time and again that constraints fuel creativity. From the Jaipur Foot, a low-cost prosthetic that transformed millions of lives, to UPI, a payment system that has revolutionized financial inclusion, we excel at democratizing technology. For you, this is a lesson and a mission. Whether you are designing AI algorithms or renewable energy systems, ask yourself, how can I solve big problems with smart, scalable solutions? That's how India will lead the deep tech revolution, not by outspending others, but by outthinking them. This was seen in our response to the COVID-19 pandemic as well. The way our scientists from both government and private sector worked together and came up with an Indian vaccine, the co-vaccine, showed the depth of our research. The ability of Serum Institute to ramp up the production of Covishield to meet not only India's demand, but also contribute to the vaccine needs of the world showed our prowess and ability of ensuring quality and quantity in manufacturing. The CoWIN platform built by India was instrumental in we being able to vaccinate 1 billion plus people. India's digital transformation is an area where research-driven policy interventions have yielded remarkable results. The Digital India Initiative, launched to bridge the digital divide, has become a global model for digital public infrastructure. From Aadhaar and UPI to ONDC and CoWIN, India has pioneered scalable open source digital platforms that are now being studied and replicated by other nations. UPI alone processes over 50 billion transactions annually, making financial inclusion a reality for millions. These innovations underscore the role of technology in governance, financial inclusion, and public service delivery. These platforms aren't just tools, they are enablers to deep tech. Imagine AI optimizing governance, blockchain securing supply chains, or quantum cryptography protecting data, all built on this foundation. Digital India is your playground. Use it to create solutions that scale not just in India, but worldwide. Another frontier where India has immense potential is artificial intelligence. I mentioned about the India AI mission, which is focused on making India a global hub for AI research, innovation, and ethical AI deployment. With our vast data sets, talented engineers, and growing compute infrastructure, we have all the ingredients to become an AI leader in the AI-driven solutions. Picture this. AI models that speak our 22 official languages, address our unique challenges, and compete globally. With efforts on to build an Indian foundation model, I mentioned we got 69 proposals, which are trained on Indian datasets and in Indian languages. We will very soon see an application which would allow a farmer to call a toll-free number with a feature phone, not even a smartphone. He can call a toll-free number with a feature phone and ask a query in her mother tongue and get the reply back in the same language. So a farmer can ask, Nasik mandi mein pyaj ki कीमत क्या चल रही है? He just has to give a voice command. The speech to text, the ASR and the LLMs will give the answer back in the mother tongue. And getting the reply back in Marathi, that will be a game changer. A poor woman in a village in Jharkhand can ask, what should I do to cure my child suffering from diarrhea? And getting the reply back just on a phone call. There are simple healthcare solutions that can be administered, especially when we can't send doctors to every home and every village. This is possible today. That's our ambition, to not just adopt AI, but to define it. These initiatives aren't distant promises. They are active invitations for you to collaborate, innovate, and lead. All of you who are graduating today, you have this whole playfield open to build such solutions and build it. Similarly, biotechnology and genomics offer transformative possibilities. India's genome project and advancement in personalized medicine, vaccine development, and synthetic biology indicate our growing capabilities in life sciences. The intersection of AI and biotech will define the future, and our researchers must be at the forefront of this revolution. One of the biggest challenges that we face in research is bridging the gap between academic inquiry and industrial application. Universities and research institutions must foster stronger engagements with industry to ensure that research innovations are effectively translated into real-world applications. In leading economies, structured industry-academia partnerships have been pivotal in fostering technological breakthroughs and economic growth. For example, the MeitY IBM Watson Lab is a successful collaboration between the Massachusetts Institute of Technology and IBM, focusing on advancing artificial intelligence research in areas like deep learning, natural language processing, and AI ethics. Similarly, Stanford University's partnership with Google and other Silicon Valley firms has led to groundbreaking research in machine learning, cloud computing, and autonomous systems, directly impacting global technology progress. India has also made significant progress in fostering industry-academia collaboration. The IIT Madras Research Park, India's first university-based research park, has facilitated strong industry partnerships, enabling companies like TCS, Saint-Gobain, and Bosch to co-develop innovative solutions in engineering, material science, and computing. Today morning, in fact, I had spent 2 hours with IIT Bombay profs and learned about the initiatives of C-Minds, Trust Labs, and Koita Center for Digital Health. And I was very impressed with the kind of work that's going on here. And IIT Bombay has also made significant strides in fostering industry-academia collaboration. And I have read about the partnerships that IIT Bombay has with Amazon, with Synopsys, with Samsung, with Monash University, which offer students not only research opportunities, but also the opportunity to pursue dual PhD programs. Additionally, the Biomedical Engineering and Technological Innovation Center, about which also I interacted in the session today, focuses on development of affordable medical devices, many of which have been successfully commercialized, addressing critical healthcare challenges. So IIT Bombay, in fact, to quote the director, is truly bolder, brighter, and I can say the best. In this campus only, the Society for Applied Microwave Electronics Engineering and Research, SAMEER, which is an entity under Ministry of Electronics and IT, has been a cornerstone of India's research and innovation landscape in RF, in microwave, millimeter wave, and electromagnetic technologies. Its contributions include pioneer work in medical electronics, such as the indigenous linear accelerators, the LINACs, for cancer therapy, and radar-based atmospheric instrumentation that supports weather forecasting and climate research. SAMEER has played a crucial role in developing indigenous 5G solutions, which very few countries have. It has been researching next-generation 6G technologies and supporting defense indigenization efforts. By leveraging interdisciplinary expertise, SAMEER not only strengthens India's technological self-reliance, but also inspires the next generation of innovators, many of whom are in this very audience, to push the boundaries of deep tech for national and global impact. Another remarkable stride in our journey towards technological self-reliance is the National Supercomputing Mission, a visionary initiative launched in 2015 by MeitY and Department of Science and Technology to empower our academic and research ecosystem with world-class computational infrastructure. NSM aims to establish a grid of high-performance computing facilities across India, targeting a cumulative capacity of 64 petaflops, integrating indigenous solutions like Rudra server platform and Trinetra high-speed interconnects. While IIT Bombay is poised to commission its own Rudra supercomputer in a few weeks from now, installations like Param Siddhi and Aravat at CDAC Pune are already driving breakthroughs in AI, climate modeling, and drug discovery. By fostering indigenous hardware and software development, NSM not only enhances our research capabilities, but also positions India as a global contender in high-performance computing, inspiring you, our next generation of innovators, to tackle grand challenges with cutting-edge tools. In our quest for excellence and self-reliance, the production-linked incentive schemes have made India a hub for electronics manufacturing, with smartphone exports surging. Today, we are the second largest producers of smartphones. The India Semiconductor Mission is equally ambitious, aiming to design and produce chips domestically. By 2030, we target a $300 billion electronics industry economy, and deep tech, your domain, will drive it. Whether it's material science for chips or AI for smart manufacturing, your research can power the transformations. And all the above initiatives taken by MeitY truly make us mighty, to quote our chairman, Board of Governors. But it will happen, will become mighty in the Committee of Nations only with the work that is done in academic institutions in partnership with industry and startups. India's greatest asset today, it's been said at multiple forums, is our demographic dividend with our youth. And with our 50% of our population below the age of 30, we have a demographic dividend that can catapult us into a developed nation by 2047. However, this will require significant investments in human capital, skills, and education. One key challenge we face in almost all technological fields is that the best of our minds move to the United States for advanced research. When I see Professor Ganesh Ramakrishnan building Bharat Gen GPT model in his lab, along with bright young minds, I wonder how many of these engineers will stay back and continue to contribute to the cutting-edge research, or they will be picked up by the big tech with 7-figure salaries, and we will feel proud reading a headline in newspapers about them. The world comes to hire our best brains for their dreams, gives them talent visas. What can we do to live our own dreams? How do we bring back talent to India? What can we do to reverse brain drain? Today, to realize the aspirations of a Viksit Bharat, we need to do this. There will be skeptics who will have 1,000 reasons for not being able to do it. Constraints, funding ecosystem, but we must realize that necessity is the mother of all inventions and innovations. When I speak to many of the best Indian minds in universities abroad, some of them have indeed expressed their willingness to return and contribute to the India story. In fact, this morning I met several professors here who have, like graduates from IIT Bombay, who went to the US, who researched there, did their PhDs, contributed to the ecosystem there, and have returned to teach and to research. And many have actually returned and built companies and contributed to research. I would like to mention about one such person today, whom again I met this morning after 13 years, Dr. Rahul Purwar, whom I got to know about as a neighbor in Peabody Terrace, Cambridge, way back in 2012. I was doing my master's in the Kennedy School and he had a tenure at Harvard Medical School. Dr. Purwar returned to IIT Bombay after his tenure at the Harvard Medical School and has pioneered, as was mentioned by the director also, India's first indigenous CAR T cell therapy, NextCAR19. This groundbreaking therapy, developed in collaboration with the Tata Medical Memorial Center and ImmunoICT, a startup co-founded by Dr. Purwar, has received approval from the Central Drugs Standards Control Authority for treating relapsed or refractory B-cell lymphomas and leukemia. And that treatment, I am told, costs 1/10 of the treatment anywhere else in the world. He is one of the pioneers who chose to return from Harvard and envisioned creating an affordable homegrown therapy system. Despite challenges, including the absence of prior models in India, his team did design this CAR T therapy model, which was tailored for the needs of Indian patients. And I was also told today that more than 200 patients have undergone treatment and with complete remission in many of the cases. This innovation is evident from the fact that it's become affordable. It's become, instead of the 4 crores or something which is required for a similar treatment elsewhere, it can be done at an affordable cost. This is what is possible when we do give an opportunity to our researchers to return and contribute to the research ecosystem. Similarly, the government also launched another scheme called the Vaibhav scheme that taps into the expertise of the Indian diaspora. It invited accomplished researchers and scientists abroad to collaborate with institutions like IIT Bombay for up to 2 months annually over 3 years and offered a generous grant. By fostering knowledge exchange and reversing brain drain into brain gain, Vaibhav ensures that our demographic dividend is enriched with global perspectives, amplifying our innovation potential as we strive towards a Viksit Bharat by 2047. And these are examples we need to build on, we need to strengthen on. But what can we do in addition to getting talent from outside? We also need to encourage cutting-edge research in India, which has already been done by institutions like IIT Bombay, and the new education policy is a game changer in this regard. By promoting multidisciplinary learning, research-based education and industry linkages, NEP does aim to make our graduates globally competitive. We must together ensure that education skilling system get aligned to the emerging job markets, particularly in the emerging fields of AI, robotics, quantum computing, biotech, and advanced materials. To all the graduates here today who are stepping into a world brimming with opportunities and challenges, as researchers and innovators, your responsibility is not just to publish papers, but to solve real-world problems. I'm sure in the days to come, you would be occupying positions of eminence in academia. Some of you will be joining institutions like IIT Bombay. You will be there at important positions in industry, in government, and will be contributing to nation building. Your role in the next 25 years will be very vital, will be very critical as India marches on its goal towards becoming a Viksit Bharat, a developed nation by 2047. I'm sure you all are well informed, aware, and have mentors and guides with regard to your mission and things to do once you step out of this beautiful campus. Yet I would feel that I would just give you 4 mantras that can guide you in your pursuit of excellence. These are: number 1, engage in problem-solving research that addresses India's unique challenges. Collaborate with industry to ensure that your innovations translate into tangible solutions. Embrace risk and failure as stepping stones to breakthroughs. Champion ethical and responsible innovation in an age where technology shapes societies. The journey ahead is both exciting and demanding. India's aspirations of becoming a developed nation by 2047 rests on the shoulders of its researchers, technologists, and innovators. The work you do today will define India's place in the global knowledge economy. As I close, let me leave you with this thought. Homi Bhabha and Vikram Sarabhai didn't just build institutions, they built a mindset. They dared to dream when India had little, and their bets paid off decades later. Now it is your turn. The work you do, be it in the labs, startups, classrooms, or policy making, will define India's place in the global knowledge economy. As you get your degrees today, I would like you to make a few commitments. Commit to a future you build. Commit to excellence even when resources may seem constrained. Commit to not only finding opportunities to grow, but creating them. Commit to taking risks. There will be days when you will succeed and days when you will learn, but learn you must. Commit to being curious, to learning every day. You may be leaving this institution today, but your journey to learn shouldn't end here. In fact, the spirit of Jnanam Param Dheyam must remain today and forever. And most importantly, commit to yourself that you will not give up on your dreams and aspirations, because it is these that will fuel our country towards our Viksit Bharat aspirations. Go forth and innovate, build and dream, because India's future depends on you. As the Rig Veda teaches us, Charayaveti, Charayaveti. Keep moving forward, keep progressing. Let your ideas shape tomorrow, and may your journey lead India to greater heights. Congratulations once again. The future belongs to those who innovate, and I have no doubt that IIT Bombay's graduates will lead us to the stars and beyond. Thank you and Jai Hind.